Energy. All right.
These are spirit
fingers.
It's a trill cook-up.
I'm Bria. And I'm Archie.
and this is for all the girls.
All of them.
All the girls. Okay, speaking of the girls, how have you been?
Truth is our time. I'm emotional.
I am.
I'm sensitive about my shit.
Okay.
No, seriously.
Okay.
How have you been, Karen?
Me and Bria was just talking about this. This has been a week.
Help.
Yeah. SOS. Somebody save me. It's been a week. Yeah. You know, girl things happen to women, you know? And I think my effects happen after that. And that's where I stand. If that makes sense.
So you get post PMS?
Yes, ma'am.
No. Boo! What the fuck? I've never heard that.
Yes, ma'am.
Boo!
Yes. It like before, I'm straight. During, straight. Afterwards,
Oh my God.
yeah.
God,
Yeah.
why?
It's not fun.
God, why?
It's not fun. And that's what I mean.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
It's okay.
We just started about maybe about an hour ago.
Boo.
I'm just like, whoa, like really? Like right now? Oh, let's do it.
I
Yeah, but
just don't
not
understand why though. Like, okay, we're not pregnant. Great.
great,
What's all the extra stuff for?
bro. You doing all this extra shit.
You do it too much, and I just don't understand why I can't just get a text message.
Yeah, like
perfect.
text message each month. Like
each month.
Yeah, good to go.
You good? You might
Yeah,
not.
but
Be.
I'm
You
not-
might want to go get checked out. Like,
Okay,
Okay,
be
well,
iffy this one, y'all.
I don't know, friend.
Shout out, like, bitch, you really
You tried it, but
Tried
you made
You
it.
made it.
That would be great.
Okay, that would be great.
Cause all these hormones and shit, it be beating my ass. See, I'm not an emotional, like I'm not a crier. But this one been having me in my feelings, and I hate that. Like I hate the emotional periods. They get on my nerves. Like
Why?
cause I don't like crying.
It cleansed the soul.
That's cool, but I don't like crying.
I'm
the
saying
ugly cry.
I don't like crying because I just feel like it's a very vulnerable
Absolutely.
thing. I don't like crying. Also, when I cry, I don't know if it's because I don't cry much, but like my eyes will swell. So like I wake up the next morning looking like, girl, you cry all night long, didn't you? And it's like I really didn't, but
I just cried for like 5
I
minutes.
just cried for like 5 minutes, but now my eyes swell and everybody asking me questions. It's
Are
like,
you alright?
Right. Like,
No.
sure. Now you're in my business.
Yeah, now you're in my business.
Now you're in my
I mean,
business.
crying, I feel like it's hard for me to cry, but I get that little
Lump in
thing
your throat.
stuck right here, and I be like, come on, Karen, just at least get some tears out. I want the lump to go away to get some tears out. So, but let's get to what this episode is about. And it's about, drum roll, friendship.
Friends. How many of us have them? Friends. Yeah.
Y'all, we didn't even practice that.
We
That was like right
That
on
was
script.
great.
That was really good.
Listen, I love a song to a word. So you say a word, I got a song already.
No,
Okay.
Bria's bad. You can say anything and she'll break
Okay,
out a
bad.
song. Like,
Go ahead.
Bad, is it bad? Bad.
Like, bitch,
And never
say
say love.
Okay.
Give me
I
that.
sing right now. Okay.
So many.
She need to be on, what's that show?
Shazam.
Song Association.
Well, I need to sign me up.
Yeah.
Come find me.
Come on.
I'm a winner. But yes, we're
Baby,
talking
you
about-
a winner.
Dad, even take you 12 rounds.
Okay.
It starts to get fun. Okay, let's get back to topic.
All right, so back to the topic. So the topic of today's episode is friendships. How to navigate friendships as an adult. How to set boundaries in friendships as an adult. So ladies, what do you think? First, what is your definition of friendships? Anybody can take it.
That's a hard question for me because I feel like in my older life, my definition of a friend is changing.
Yep.
Okay, so what was your previous definition of a friend?
I think my previous definition of a friend And I also feel like for me, it's very different because, you know, I'm a little hyper independent, but that's a different episode. So, like, I have a hard time, like, I don't know, like, I think friends are supposed to support you, and I get they're supposed to be there, but I guess I'm learning what support really means for me, and, like, doing it in a way that's effective and that I feel it, and allowing people to be supportive. But I feel like all of my past friendships, as far as like when I was a child, are by like proximity. Like, okay, we were in the same class, and you like, you don't right? You don't really have a choice. You sit next to the girl every day, you know. Y'all been in school together since preschool, so yeah, y'all kind of friends or whatever, or y'all hang out or whatever. But I feel like now, especially as an adult, you have to be a lot more intentional, and I also feel like you really have to be in a space where you're like open to doing work on yourself to be in a healthy relationship with anybody.
Right.
But especially if you're gonna call someone a friend. And I'm also learning that friendship is a spectrum. So like you have friends that you're like, you know, that's, you know, my homegirl.
So you put them in categories.
I'm starting to now. I feel like for me it was just a big bucket of like, you know, if I know you, we cool.
You're my friend.
You my friend. You know, if you ask me to do shit, I'm gonna be like, cool, that's my friend, I'm gonna do it. You know, I will take my shirt off my back for you.
Right.
But I only really realized that maybe that wasn't the case because not everybody does that. It was kind of like when I got older, I'm like, oh, so like that's not how you
Right.
That's not how you like.
Everyone is not the friend that
right.
you are.
Right.
Gotcha.
So I guess I'm learning that it's a spectrum. There are people that, you know, that's my homegirl I hang out with sometimes. That's my coworker. You know, we cool, but you know, she's never been over my house before or whatever. Like, guess I'm learning where to put people in different buckets as an adult.
So what made you start figuring that portion out, where you have to separate?
Because I started feeling like, okay, I'm considering niggas friends, and they not considering me the same friend that I feel like they are to me.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I guess it was kind of that realization, like, okay, I'm thinking we cool, and she not giving me the vibe that we cool.
You like,
she not giving
you
me
moving funny,
right? She not giving me the vibe that we cool.
weird.
Like I'm thinking we cooler than what we are.
Right.
So I guess I'm learning to adjust my expectations, and I understand that friendship is like time and trust and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But I also feel like, again, you also have to know this person that you call a friend. Like, are they moving funny, or is that's just that their personality?
Exactly.
Like, you know, that's just them.
Yeah.
But I think that's hard to separate because in my eyes, if you're moving funny, I can't just deem you like, oh, that's their personality.
Right.
You know?
But I think that's really getting to know somebody.
Yeah.
Like, but I also feel like, for example, like, I'm not a friend. I'm not going to text you every day. Like, that's just not how I move. And it's not just like, because I don't want to talk or like I'm avoiding you.
We're adults.
I just, baby, I be fighting for my life.
What'd you say
Fighting for my life. Okay? I be fighting for my life. Truth is, I'm tired. Like, if I have a moment to sit down and we can text or whatever, or if I haven't heard from you in a while, I'm gonna hit you up.
Yeah.
What's good? Like, let's chop it up or whatever. But I've also learned that some people don't like that. You know, they don't feel like you reaching out to me or we talking and we not friends.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, fair. But you know, fair. That's fair thing.
I don't like them type of friends, baby.
Okay.
Talk to you every day.
I don't like the type of friends who feel very like
Entitled to your time.
yes, it's like an obligation, like because I cannot talk to you for years and link up with you, and it's like nothing changed.
I
don't hold that against people. Like we're grown, we're adults, and I think in navigating friendships is understanding realistically where people are in their lives.
Right.
Like you are not the main attention, ma'am. So,
Right.
like, and that's okay. So like, if you feel like, and I call those high maintenance friendships, like I constantly have to like put in, give to it, do something, talk to you, kick you with you, affirm. Like I don't have time for that. I like low maintenance friendships. Like you good, all right, you breathing, cool, and we go along. You breathing, you good, bit up.
Now I also feel like it's a difference though, because we talked about this before, me and Bria. We're very direct people. So like, you know, if I have something to say to Karen, I'm text Karen. Karen, you want to go eat? You know, Karen. You good? You know, I haven't heard from you in a while. You cool? Like, some people feel like because we haven't spoken for a long time that there's
It's
like
beef.
It's beef. There's an animosity, and it's like, baby, I'm
I'm just doing shit.
I'm just trying to live.
I think like even recently, I kind of fell off the face of the earth because I just
Indeed.
Yeah, I just
Indeed.
I couldn't. And Archie gave me the eyes, and I said the eyes back, and she like, "You okay?
You good?"
And I'm like, "Yeah, girl, life just been like it." And then like it's fine. So the next day, and it was great.
It was
so
great.
and it don't mean like you said, it don't mean it's beef, it's animosity. I don't ride with you. Like I don't know. I think, and that's also appreciated too when you can take space. And like come back and enter into friendships, because I feel like as people we need that too, because you become so saturated with everything you have going on.
Right.
So I appreciate you checking on.
Thank you. I just had to make sure you were good.
Yeah, girl,
but I
are
also
you
feel like that's also knowing a person. Like I know if Bria had an issue with me, she probably would text me already.
Yeah.
Right? It said like how XYZ happened.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not gonna assume that Bria has issues with me if I haven't heard
If
from
you ain't
her.
heard that.
Right.
Cause baby, let me tell you something. You already know. It's been plenty of many, and then but I also feel like it's knowing your friend.
Yeah.
Like and vice versa. Like I got a problem how you did XYZ. Archie would text me, and I'm like,
Okay.
let's
we
talk,
go.
friend.
Okay.
But yeah, no, but I appreciate that. Like, say it with your chest. Say, but don't say it mean, cause then I'm gonna be like, but
But yeah.
you know, just speak up. If you
Yeah.
need something, say something.
Right.
I miss you. I want to hang out with you. Cool.
Just
Let's
say
make
that.
time.
Just say that.
Let's make time.
That's what I said. It don't have to be oh, we got beef. You don't never talk to me. You can't be friends no more. Just say, girl, I miss you. I ain't seen you on the break. Let's go outside. Okay. Cool. I'm not.
Let me check your
I'm
schedule.
understanding.
Would you need me to send you a calendar invite?
right.
Because girl, you
if
is a calendar invite.
if it ain't on my calendar, it's not happening.
Like, hold on, let me put it on the calendar. Okay, Bria.
Yeah.
So, you know, you get an email.
Okay.
Do you want to add this to your calendar? Yes,
Yes,
Bria.
you do.
Yes, Miss Campbell.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you still didn't give us a definition of a friend.
I don't know. Like, I know, but it's just, I think it's so complicated. Like, I kind of similarly, I'm teasing out like friend and associate, and I know that friendship has different levels to it. So, like, I think at least a friend is someone that we have some kind of commonality that we share.
Okay.
And I think that's like a basis of it, right? And along with that, there's some type of like care, affection, support to a degree on that basic level. And then we kind of get into tiers. We kind of get into like, you know, this is my kick it friend. This is my friend I have deep conversations with. This is my best friend. This is my close friend. You know, like it comes into buckets. And I think those relationships go into like a deeper pocket of like really knowing me as a person. Like, how are you showing up for me? How are you loving me? And vice versa. So I think that would be my definition. What about you?
I really like how you said a friend is someone who will show up for you.
Yeah.
But friends, so for me, like my friends was basically my family. So it's like now that you're really starting to like connect with friends, I'm still trying to figure out the definition of a friend because like I said, my friends was my family.
That's
like
it.
my
I
brothers
feel like-
was my family.
I felt like that. I felt like if you are my friend, like you family to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like there needs to be an in between. Because
Right.
everybody feels that way.
Right.
And everybody can't be your family.
Everybody can't be your family. And so that's why I think now, like I can't give you a definition of a friend right now. It's just like I know a friend, loyalty. You know the basics of a friendship, of what you can read what a friendship is. But like digging into the depths of like, because like I said, my family was my friend. Like when we go out, you can ask anybody who I'm with, my brother. Like, and it's just like Karen D. Like we always together, and it's just like Tyler just so happened to come along because he started dating her. But
I feel like that's a blessing though.
Yeah,
like,
it was
me
a
and
hundred-
Tyler are very close.
yeah,
very
that's
close.
my girl. Like I
You
can
would
say
tell
she's my
Tyler.
best friend.
Hey, Tyler.
I can really say she's my best friend. But when she came along, it's just like having that person that, you know how you feel like that's my person. Like that's my friend. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you're gonna be there for me when I'm down. You're gonna be there for me when I'm up. And you're not gonna judge me. Like that's my biggest thing. Like as a friendship, I don't like to feel judged in a friendship. Like so, if I'm being very vulnerable to you, I expect you to take it, grab it in, and then give me the advice that like needs to be given at that time.
I really think it's about advice too. I think it's about holding space.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I just need you to hold the space for me and just like, you know what, Freya, I hear you.
Yeah.
I see you. Like,
Right.
bring it in.
Right.
What do you need from me in
Exactly.
this space? And I think that has been really. I think when we talk about like communication and vulnerability and like the deeper levels of friendship, I think that has been an area that has been growing for me. Like I never really felt like I could really go there and really like people will really show up for me and listen in the way that I did for them.
Gotcha.
Right? And so like I'm finding, you know, in my older years that there are people who do that for me and I know who those people are. And I'm okay with like, oh girl, and that just be that. So I think that's probably like one of the best feelings in a friendship is to know you have that person to, you know, give all of that to. Okay, I know that this is a little, but it just popped in my head. The differences in friendships versus gender. Like your male friends versus your female friends.
okay.
I also was talking about that because I told Bria, I don't really got too many male friends.
Yeah.
I don't. Look, we got our behind the scenes man.
Yeah,
You
like
crazy.
what?
You the only, you and Steve the only male friends I got.
Yeah.
Legit. Y'all the only niggas that are like my male friends. I consider
Okay.
male friends. I don't have many male friends.
So interestingly enough for me, until recently, I have had deeper relationships and vulnerabilities with my male friends than my female friends. Yeah. And so I don't know what it is. It is. But like if you my male friend, like you my dog. Like that is that deep, like it's a very deep love. And I don't know, maybe because my brother was like my first friend type vibe.
Right.
And so, I mean, although I was older, so I had other friends, but that was like, you know, so maybe I think that may be a root of where it comes from. But like, yeah, like I have not plenty, but a good handful of male friends. Like I could think of a good 3 or 4 on the top of my head. And when I tell you like we can talk about anything, like I think it's just that difference. I feel like sometimes as women, like we kind of think like, is she judging me?
Yeah.
Is she? But like men don't really care.
Yeah, they
so
don't
it's like
care.
I can be like, and they be like, all right, sis, like, and it's just a safe vibe. So like, I don't know. I love my dogs. Shout out to all my dogs.
I don't have many male friends. I have, and then I've also learned that like I have my husband's friends. Like they're my friends, but they're like my husband's friends.
Right.
So I don't have really many male friendships like that I've started on my own.
I can agree.
I got Rashawn. Hey Rashawn.
Hey, Rashawn.
Yeah. I got Rashawn. And that's about it. Like I just don't have a lot of like
Male friends.
close male friends for real.
Yeah.
And I really don't know why that is. Like I really don't
But
know.
you're a girl's girl, Arch.
I am. I'm a girl's girl through and through.
And as everybody keeps saying, I'm a nigga. So
I'm
they call me a
girl,
nigga, y'all.
girl.
I just.
I'm
Yeah,
a girl's girl.
Homegirl, like, you know what I'm saying?
I be chilling. Like I don't know. Like I'm definitely a girly girl to a degree, but also again, I grew up with well, you had brothers.
I know.
I feel like you're girlier than me though.
So, but this is the thing, is like, I really didn't have friend girls. Like, all my friends were straight dudes. Like, when we was in school, people used to look at, because it was me and Janelia, and then just a group of dudes. And people used to be looking at us like, what y'all got going on? And we just like, nope, they're my dogs.
Just homies,
They just my dogs. But I can see how you saying, like, your male friends is your husband friends.
Right.
Right? And so, like, my husband friends, I look at them as my brothers too.
Right.
And so, like, I can talk to them and I can trust that they won't go back and like tell Drake how I'm feeling.
Oh.
Right, yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah.
That's deep.
It's super
And then I think
deep,
with y'all being married too, I think it is a little more difficult to have opposite sex
That's
friends
right.
because
It's hard.
that is our friend.
That would be right.
It's our friend. Yeah.
I'm friends with my husband too.
Yeah, I remember like in being in a relationship in the past, like I was very conscious of so I did make a male friend during that time, and I was like, okay, I have to make sure that like this person knows this person. So it ain't looking at me like,
Who the hell y'all
is
got
that? And you know, that's my dog. So
Yeah.
it was fine.
And then I also feel like I know I'm probably not the only woman that has gone through this. You think a male friend is just a friend, they hit you
and they
but
try you.
Yeah.
But you can tell. But no, I really feel like you can tell. Some of them you can really tell. Like, nah, baby, you just waiting to cut to see if I'm breaking my leg. And then you can slide in like, oh, friend, come on.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say, I feel like, well, first of all, mostly all of my male friends, except for maybe like 2, are married. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I know you ain't on no funny shit.
Right.
And if you are, I'm gonna cut you in your throat.
Right.
Stop it.
Right. But
like, and I love y'all wives, so stop it.
Don't even try. Don't put us in that situation, because once you put us in a situation, that
we can't be friends no more.
Yeah, that friendship is gone.
And I don't play about that. I don't play about the sanctity of marriage. Like, don't play.
Yeah.
Don't play.
It's just different. Right. And it's like now it's like being a married person is like, I want to make more friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So do you feel like
Cornstarch is not going for that shit? Cornstarch is not having that shit. I mean, your friends that you got now, that's it. That's it for us.
Yeah.
My niggas still with it. Right.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
But one thing I do like as far as having a spouse is they do bring it all together. Like, I wouldn't have met y'all if our spouses didn't know each other. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like they do bring it all together, and then like once you do get cool, it's like, all right, we out. Like, we put y'all together, now we out.
But okay, so as coupley whatevers, what happens when you know, the friendship splits? Like,
I talked about this with Corey, because I'm like, you know, not saying we're gonna break up, but I feel like I know if me and Corey were to split, Dre gone.
or so that,
or not even out, but I feel like he's like, I'm
it's
gonna
manage this relationship. Yeah, it's gonna be like a
that make Corey comfortable, because Corey's my friend.
Okay. Or
that's it.
If you and like, say if we were friends, mm-hmm. right, and say, you know, hey husband, okay, so say we friends, right, mm-hmm. and then like we start beefing and we ain't friends no more. Like, what does that do to the friend group?
I feel like we done had that.
Yeah.
So
guess I answered that question.
So I feel like my thing is, if we don't like a friend that someone else, that our friend like, that's you, sister girl. Like, but I'm gonna let you know how I feel. So like, let's just all move accordingly. You know, like, mm-hmm. if you bring that person around, for you being my friend, I'm gonna act accordingly. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, but be weird about it. But it's just like, you already know I don't like that. But if it just so happened when we all come together, you being my friend, I will act accordingly for you.
Right. But I also feel like that's not, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Not just like friend groups, but I'm pretty sure your friend and your friend should have other friends outside of it.
100%.
So like, that's a great topic.
It should never be just us.
Just us.
But you got women who...
I just had that.
You're my friend, and that's it.
You're my friend. Grow up.
And your friend is going to have other friends outside of you. And I feel like that happens a lot. You're not, and I'm also learning that in my old age too, you're not going to mesh with everybody. Right? Just because that's your friend, you don't have to be friends with her homegirl.
You don't.
Right.
You don't.
I think that was a thing in the past that I was like, okay, like, if
let's
you
all
are
be
friends, and they, you know, like, let's all connect together. And that's interesting that, you know, I feel like that was an interesting lesson I had to learn. It's like, baby, that ain't your friend. That's your friend.
Yeah.
And I think I assumed just because, like, I love you and I'm your friend,
right.
and
that's
you
my
love
friend.
Right,
yeah.
But no.
Everybody don't mesh. Everybody don't mesh. And I think it's good for friends to have other friends than just the original, because it's a lot more things out there, and it's a lot other like personalities that you may click with that you will never figure out if it's just us,
right?
You know, and it's a lot of other things that we may be able to see differently once we come back to our original friend group.
True. So before we wrap up, I got a question. What do you think your best qualities are as a friend? Like, you had to pick one or two, like, best qualities.
I think I'm super loyal. Like,
yeah.
I think like I'm gonna hold you down. You ready to go? Let's strap up.
Let's strap
like
up.
I'm ready. Like, even if you wrong, I'm still gonna ride. But I'm like, bitch, you wrong.
Right.
But we
wrong,
still
we on the way.
Like, but we gonna have a conversation after this.
Yeah.
But we gonna handle what we need to handle right now.
Yeah.
So I think like loyalty is one of Like, even if I don't have the opportunity to show, just know.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what I think.
I think my best attribute as a friend, which I feel like is a double-edged sword, is honesty. Because not everybody is prepared or wants to hear your honesty. And I feel like I'm learning in my old age again, like, because, you know, tact and timing is real things.
Everything.
It's
that's
everything.
A Sag thing, though. Ooh, I talk to my mama about that all
tact
the
and
time.
timing is a real thing. And I feel like I'm just starting to, like, try to master, okay, when is the right time? What is the right tone to say things? And I feel like in the past, I've been avoidant. Like, I'm just actually not going to say nothing. Just to, like, avoid that. But
that causes a bigger issue.
that's the thing. And it's like, it's actually how to have a healthy conflict. Like, you can have an opinion that's not, you know, you can disagree with somebody.
Yes.
Or even if it's not, like, a big deal. But I do feel like, especially if you know your friend's sensitive.
Right.
You might think a little hard about, okay, how am I going to say this? And I feel like we get so... I feel like it's a lost art. I feel like people now just like, well, that's why I had to say, I said how I felt. But like, yeah, you can say how you feel, but you ain't got to be a bitch about it.
Right.
You
You
ain't
gotta say it like that.
You ain't say it like that, okay? You could have said it a different way for where your friend could actually receive it. And you not come off as you're judging her. Or you being an asshole. Or, you know, you irritated or whatever. Because this is the person you do love and care about.
Right.
So take the time to think about how you say things.
Yeah.
So I feel like now I'm just focusing on not saying anything, but just how I'm presenting the information that I want them to know.
So you still gonna say it?
I'm still gonna say it, but I'll say it a different way.
I think that's been a good growing edge for you, especially the part, I was thinking about this a little while back, especially the part about conflict and healthy conflict, and knowing that in conflict, I don't necessarily have to agree with that person for us to move on.
Right.
But I can honestly and authentically say what I have to say, and you say what you gotta say, and then we move on.
Yeah.
I'm working on that in therapy. You can, like, my therapist is like, you know, just because y'all don't agree on, like,
It don't mean
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it really don't matter. Y'all don't have to agree on everything. And I feel like when you get into these situations where you're trying to, I'm right. Okay, I'm right.
I know I'm right.
But like, what is that at the end of the day?
Right. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. So I think the good thing about me as a friend is that I'm gonna tell you what I think. Okay. I only say it when you ask me.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what I think.
Do you feel comfortable saying it without them asking?
It depends on the situation. Because I also feel like not everything that happens is something I need to, like,
Be honest about.
But be honest about it. And that's not me being fake or phony, but like some shit is small shit, and I'm just not, okay, that annoyed me.
That's not my.
Okay, like, it just don't bother me. And I was tweeting about this actually the other day. I'm not a person that gets, like, overwhelmed in friendships. Like, this girl is just overwhelming me. She tells me, she's dumping her life on me.
Yeah.
I don't really have that issue. I don't have an issue with my friends, like, telling me stuff.
Right.
I don't really I've never been in a situation where I felt like my friend was overwhelming or doing too much. But I feel like if I tell you something, if I take the time to say, okay, here's what I'm seeing, just know I've thought about this.
Right.
I've thought about
it
this.
to you, yeah.
It's probably happened 6 times by now.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is to the point where I'm saying, okay, we need to talk about this.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if it's small, like, okay, you annoy me.
Yeah. You annoyed me today.
You annoy me today. I don't care.
I don't have to text you and be like, hey.
Today,
You just got on my
nerves.
nerves.
Right. Like, I don't have to text you and tell you that.
Okay. So I would say mine is showing up for people, and I'll make it quick. I think I show up for people. I will get on a plane. I recently,
Me and my thug bae gonna slide tonight.
We gonna slide. I will get on a plane. I will come to your house. I will show up at your thing. Like, I show up for people.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think that's how
I think we all becoming better friends. Like
over time.
Exactly. Like you said, it's a spectrum. You gotta grow. But before we close, I do want to pull a card. It's gonna be the lucky one.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. When was the moment you decided to get to know me better? I've known Brie for a long time. So that's
Yeah,
hard.
let's say that.
Yeah.
Um,
I could say for Karen, probably Tulum.
Tulum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Tulum too. I
I
think I
would
stayed
say
up till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
talking to you.
I would say Tulum. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
that's a
I would
good
say
one.
Tulum.
Okay.
Fred, I don't know.
It's been a long time, Frank.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
I
It's
think
been a
we
long
have
time.
deepened our relationship, even like in these later years. I think we've had some pretty like in-depth conversations. I don't know. Like I can't tell you like a
An
turning
specific
point.
moment, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean,
Just know they best friends.
I've known you at least at this point like half my life.
At this point.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've known each other in different capacities. Like I've worked with Bria,
Yeah.
you know. I've literally we had the same job at one point.
Yeah.
I worked with Bria.
Line sisters.
We're line sisters, so I've worked with her in that capacity.
I'm the godmother for some.
Yeah, like I feel like I've seen
Y'all
Bria in a lot
growing
of different
with
spaces.
each other.
Yeah. And that's why we're butterflies. We have match tattoos. Yeah. And that's why I really do love this tattoo because I feel like it's definitely a symbol of our friendship. Like we have definitely evolved and like seen each other through a lot of different phases of our lives. And so like I think that's just how we're gonna continue to be. Just
Period. Butterflies.
continue to evolve.
Growing, flying, butterfly.
All right. Well, they're
All right.
telling us we gotta wrap it
All right, y'all,
up.
we gotta wrap it up.
But-
so thank you for this episode of
For the
For our
world.
girls.
See you later.
Part 2 coming soon.
Hey, cut.